Hi everybody, hi friends, hi family, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for taking time to click on this video and watch it today. I'm here in my solar room where our solar is up and connected, and yeah, I've been having quite a challenge learning to live off solar because I've been so used to living off my generator for such a long time. And this generator has been my power source for about 3.5 years since the main power source here in South Africa, Eskom, cut my power due to irregularities with my bill, and I just told them after paying almost 100,000 in my first year of living here in Kromdraai, you know what, just leave the power off. Then my husband bought me this generator, which at the time we thought was the better option to make. I'm glad we did make that decision because I wanted a two-tier power system, and the fact that around the time we bought this generator, they were phasing out old generation solar and going with the new generation solar, which is what we bought at the beginning of this year. So we have got a 22 kVA generator, which I had to learn to live off of, because going from grid power to living with an off-grid system, it doesn't exactly make you live as you think you can just switch lights on and off. With the generator, obviously, because it runs on diesel, we were forced to run it at 4-hour intervals a day. So you could say I've been living on what I call Prinsloo load shedding for the last 3.5 years. So putting on the generator at 4 p.m. every afternoon, and then switching it off at about 8 p.m. in the evening. That gave my fridges time to get cold. It also gave me time to charge up things like my solar lights, certain battery operated lights, battery operated equipment, my cell phone. All of those things went up on charge in those 4 hours. So living for the 3.5 years on that generator alone was quite a hectic adjustment, from going from living all my life on electric grid power to now going off grid. Now as you see, we have upgraded to a 15 kilowatt solar system. We've got 12 panels up on the roof, 550 watt panels, and as you saw, we've got our batteries and the inverter inside the solar room where we've got everything protected. The point of my video that I'm making today is to give people a heads up that if you need anybody that can give you advice about living with off-grid and living off-grid with your own power, it is this woman right here. So I have been on the generator, as I told you, for 3.5 years. Recently, we switched to the solar, and the solar wasn't just a process of switching it on and Bob's your uncle, we've got grid power. Sorry guys, I can see my lighting is a bit bad. The sun's behind me because it's that time of the day. I'm walking right now to my borehole to switch that off because I was running the water. Best time of the day when the batteries have good power on them and time to recharge, because the borehole pulls quite a bit of power from the 15 kVA solar system as well as when I run it on the generator. The point of my video today being living with off-grid power comes with its own challenges. So putting the solar on and my husband not being here, he's like 35,000 kilometers away in the Middle East, and I'm stuck here having to work out how to figure systems out, because my husband put it on, and the day he put it on, he flew back to work, so he didn't have time to work out the kinks, and the kinks have been left to me. So let me just make sure my borehole is switched off, and as you can see, my beehives are quite happy. Whoa, they're quite full. I can see there's a whole lot of bees getting in and out there. That's looking good. Very happy about that. I'm going to be getting Supani. I'm putting my supers on in a couple of weeks. So let me just put my borehole off. It's been running for a bit. Yeah, let's switch that off. So my tank is nice and full, and that's one thing I can't complain about. But living with off-grid power comes with its own challenges, as I've said. Yeah, I've been living. I live in an area where we get maxi sun. We brought a grow out system, one of the systems that charge in overcast weather, like slightly overcast weather, like we have today. It charges exactly as though we've got sun. So these are the kinks that this little lady has been having to work out, because I've overcharged our batteries twice now, and then you have to leave it to discharge some of the load, and then you can switch it back on. So I've been having to learn how to work with the system. I do have an app on my phone that tells me when the batteries are full, which is what I did yesterday. But then I did a stupid thing. I kept the panels on. It kept charging the batteries. It's a chick thing. Okay, so I've had to switch it off, and then I managed to last night switch my generator on and run power on the generator, which is why it's awesome still having a two-tiered system, which is the point of my video. So even when you're running on solar, you don't know, there could be a little problem. There could be a fault with the panels, there could be a fault with the inverter, there could be a fault with the batteries overcharging. And when overcharged, right now I just leave them off for about a 24-36 hour period, and then I put them back on and they're raring to go. What do you do for that 24-36 hour period when you do need power? For example, in the evening, as I did last night, because my phone's battery was flat. So I switched my generator on, and Bob's your uncle, I had power for my usual 4 o'clock to 8 p.m., as I usually did for the last 3.5 years. I am working out the kinks of the system right now, I'm happy to say, and I am glad to report that I am living, like I've actually got post-traumatic stress syndrome from living without power for 3.5 years. I have to tell you that there's certain lights on the property, I leave them on, and people ask me, my mom, why is that light on? It's just leave the light on. Just leave the light on. It's my way, even with the app on my phone, of just being able to look up and know that there's a light burning. It's been such a long time, people, like that. I can't tell you that, if for those of you that do live with power, and you are working hard to pay for it, that power is yeah, having electricity on tap is something we take for granted, and we take it for granted as humanity, because we've just had it for so long. And worldwide, we're having global energy shortages right now, and a lot more people are going to be experiencing what I've experienced over the last 3.5 years. And all I can say is, yeah, fast baked, because it's not easy. Cooking on fire, thank God I've had to pack the coal stove away. I don't need to do that anymore with 41-degree days. I cannot. I will kill myself. So thank you very much, everybody, for listening to my power rant, and taking advice, if you can, that when you go with power, try and make sure that you've got more than just one power source. It's vital, and especially with the times that are coming right now. For the 3.5 years that I was on my knees and very bitter, because I blamed a lot of situations and events around me where I live, for the reason that I had no power. And I thought, yeah, I don't have power because everyone else is sitting with free power, and it was fine and it was okay. But thank you. Thank you to Eskom for cutting me, because if you didn't cut me, Eskom, I would not be empowered with my own power right now. So for those of you that do go with solar, just realize that living with a 15 or even 20 kVA system, it gives you power, and it gives you power at a source where I can use my microwave, my kettle, I can use all my electronics in the house at the moment. Just be very wary of how you run it, in terms of keeping your batteries charged at a certain point, and making sure you discharge power at a certain point. Discharge power effectively, so that you don't end up with the problem that I had. So if you're wondering where I've been for the last couple of weeks, this has been my drama, sorting out manpower. That's why they call it manpower, because you need a man to sort the shit out. So yes, that, and my bitches in heat. My dog running over there, she's in heat, and her heat only ended yesterday. Oh my goodness, I need to be sending out a hashtag fix your bitch. It is a nightmare having 7 males and 1 female. She's finally finished, and we're going to have some beautiful beautiful black lab puppies soon, so I'm glad I'll probably show you them when they come along. And yeah, thank you, and we'll speak again shortly. And I am going to be happy to go and collect my husband soon when he comes home for a visit, probably in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I'll take you along with me to Johannesburg on the Gautrain with the kids to go and fetch daddy. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and we'll speak again shortly. And yeah, mama's got power. Even if she's sorting out kinks, mama's got power. Bye everyone.